Alright, called Putting Pizza here. As I've said ad nauseum, the mind, brain, creates the mind, creates thoughts, creates belief in God, and creates illusions. And the brain can be affected by chemicals. And that's where religions came from, originated from the consumption of chemicals, of drugs contained in plants and vegetation. All the drugs, all the plants have been used in sacraments, mushrooms, peyote, all kind of hallucinogenic flowers. The fact is that these chemicals act on our brains. Just drink 3 cappuccinos and see what happens. Or take sleeping pills and see what happens. It affects the brain. Take like about 5 drinks, margaritas or something, and see what happens. You just slur your words. So the brain is affected by chemicals. Here is the evidence. And a lot of people don't realize that. They see flowers, they see chemicals all over the place, and they don't realize that they are containing the vegetation. I was helping a friend move, a couple days ago. And when I was moving, I saw in the garden, I saw in the front yard, datura flowers. The Native Americans would immediately know what it is. So people that they get educated and they know these things, they will realize what these substances are. Faith is always inversely proportional to knowledge and information. In other words, people that are believing God and have this faith are stagnating intellect. They keep reading the same book over and over and over again. These are the religious folks, which have a problem with the brains. When one is educated, you can read many books, not just one, and be skeptical. Never believe what a person tells you until you confirm it. Everything I say in my videos, don't believe it. Don't believe it at all until you do research and confirm it. And if I make a mistake, please let me know. And prove it with evidence. Back up with evidence, like I do my videos. So, but here is datura flowers. Little flowers used in sacraments to see God. Today we know God does not exist. It's a product of our brains, especially deluded brains or ignorant brains. And this is datura. Can't believe it, right? We're moving and I saw these plants. I mean, you eat some of these. This is the stuff that is in Rome, in Italy. They have in all the monuments because these hallucinogenic flowers. You can see God if you start eating that stuff. So they were right on these flowers and other different species, roots, and also mushroom, magic mushrooms and all that were called sacraments. That's what they use in religious ceremonies, all of them throughout the world, to actually be able to talk and hear and see God. Here I took this picture in the Roman Forum. Look at this. What is this flower doing here? And you see them all over the arches. Inside the arch, you see all the hallucinogenic flowers. Sacred. They were all used in sacraments to affect the brain and see God. That's used in the Bible was written this way.
It's used by the natives to see God. Everything is in plants. In the U.S., sometimes called Jimson weed because of his research to datura strontium. Sacred, it's all these flowers.
God and demons and all religious beliefs are created with the brain when affected by these chemicals. That's what the prophet Joseph Smith of the Mormon faith got his visions from. Drugs. Away from children. This is a perverted, full of poison and fantasies book written by people over 1,500 years ago, describing a drug trip by eating those mushrooms, hallucinogenic material. It's a drug trip. Only retarded people and very ignorant of history will believe that this is actually truth. No, this belongs in. We create God with our brains. So this is garbage. This is like Winnie the Pooh or any other book, but it's actually very perverted because the stories are depending on blood sacrifice and torture and all that crap over sub bitches and all this bullshit. Keep away from children. But anyway, those flowers are A lot of people don't realize what it is. That's what the religion came about. Well, 4,000, 5,000 years ago, because they didn't know. You eat those things and you see God. That's your angels, your demons, and not only religious characters, but also conspiracies. You see abductions by aliens, and the Yeti, and the abominable snowman, and people, after you, the United States government being the New World Order and the Illuminati and all that crap. It's as good as religious. All these conspiracy theories is product of brain malfunctioning brains. That's the truth. And also, not only religion, but also these and rest of mythological bullshit. We must realize that all religious texts are not the word of any god, but the word of drugs. Pace the arm.